I switch this strategy whenever I'm having a losing session, and a lot of times it takes me from losing to becoming a winner. Now this is one of my all-time favorite strategies. It has plenty of action, it has low risk, but it has a big upside. Let's check it out. Casino craps. It might look complicated, but at its core, it's a simple game. Roll the dice, bet on the correct number, and win. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. This is called Heavy's heat-seeking strategy. Now I've covered this a couple times over the years, and again, because it's one of my favorite strategies and a go-to whenever I need to turn things around and hopefully have a winning strategy. I'm also redoing this strategy because I want to see it simulated in Dicer.io and just see how it compares to other things and run a bunch of simulations on it. One of the other things I love about the strategy, it has a built-in money management. So you can play this strategy on a $10 table with just $300. Now the first thing you're going to do is pull to your front rack 6 units, or in this case, it would be $60. $5 table, you could play with just $30. At a $15 table, you'd want to play with $90. So we're going to play this when we're not the shooter, so we don't have to worry about a pass or don't pass line, and we're going to let a point get established. Let's say point becomes a 5, doesn't matter what it is. Next thing we're going to do is place bet the 6 and 8 for $12 each. So let's throw in a quarter here, we'll get $1 change, and get set up $12 each on the 6 and 8. Our next step then is to make a $10 come bet. The nice thing about this is, 1, it's a great low house edge bet, but 2, it acts as a little miniature hedge for a roll. So we have $24 at risk to the 7, but if it rolls, we'd win 10 back here. So we really only have $14 or 1 unit at risk. Let me go ahead and change this green for some red here because we're going to need them at this $10 table. The rules of this strategy, always have the 6 and 8 working if you can. We're never going to have more than 4 bets working and never more than 3 units at risk. So let's say the 4 rolls and this come moves to the 4. Well, now we have 3 units up here. We can then make a 4th bet. So we have 4 bets, but we only have 2 units at risk. This time, let's say the 9 rolls and the come bet moves to the 9. Now the problem here is we have 4 units at risk, so we're going to have to pull down one of our place bets. We can't pull down a come bet because those are contract bets. Now he always says to pull down the place bet that's furthest away from the point, so in this case I can pull down the 8. Now I can then use this bet to make a come bet. If it goes to the 8, I got the same problem, and I'm going to have to pull down the 6 because I'd have 4 units at risk. Hopefully we can hit a number. Let's say the 9 rolls again. Our come bet would come up, would come down. They would just pay you off and on for $10. Now we've locked in a $10 profit, and now one of the rules, we always want the 6 and 8. Now we would place the 8 instead of making a come bet because we'd have 4 bets but only 3 at risk because we have a profit. Now we're going to roll things out. Let's say the 6 rolls, it wins, we get paid 14. That's great, we'll just rack it up. 4 bets here, 3 at risk. Let's say the 4 rolls, it would come down and get paid. Now we have 4 bets with only 2 at risk. We can leave that right there in the come bet. And then if these get replaced with a come bet, that's fine. Let's say the 8 rolls, it would come inside. 12, again, pays 14. We don't need them both. Ask the dealer to bring us down off the place bet. And then we've got 4 bets, but if we make a come bet, we only have 2 at risk. So let's say the 10 rolls and it moves up to the 10. Now we've got 4 bets, really only 3 at risk because we've got some profit, but we have 4 bets, 6 and 8's covered, so now we gotta wait for something to resolve. That's the strategy, and you'll see how it works. Much easier to see it in action than kind of explain it. Now I do wanna go back to this rack here because remember we started with 6 units, and you just keep an eye on it. Anytime you're past that, so once we get, in this case, to 7 units or $70, we've locked in the profit. Anything excess above that, you can then start adding odds. So if we had, let's say we had $70 plus another 10, we would then add odds to our come bets. In this case, we'd start from the inside out. So we would start with the 8. If we won another bet, we'd have an extra $10. We can add odds on the 9. And as bets win and you have more money beyond that $70, then you can, cover all the come bets. Now you'll continue to play this way until you double your bankroll. So let's get it to $140. At that point, then you could start adding double odds, and then you just continue. So again, much easier if I just play it out for you. So let's go ahead and jump to a live roll. All right, $300 bankroll. Let's go ahead and pull $60 to the front just for some bankroll management. And let's get a point established by the shooter, see what happens, and go from there. 6, easy 6. 6 will be our point. We'll throw in 25. Dealer, give me $12, 6 and 8. So $1 change. And $10 coming. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. And a quick 7. So we're going to lose both these bets up here. We're going to win there. We essentially lost 1 unit. Going to have a new shooter. So let's go ahead, put 60 in our front rack. New shooter. Coming out. Let's see what happens this time. 8, easy 8. 8 will be our point. Dealer, give me 6 and 8. So $1 change. And $10 coming. All right, here we go. 6, easy 6. So the come bet travels inside the 6. 12 will get paid 14. Dealer, pull down my place 6. I don't need that. So we got a little win there. And we can put $10 in the come. All right, here we go. 5. Roll of 5. Come bet travels to the 5. Now we can make another come bet. So 4 bets max. Yo 11. It's just an instant win for us in the come. Rack that up. Let's try it again. 9. All right, this bet will travel to the 9. Now we've got 4 bets working, but we only have 3 at risk because we've won 1 unit. So we're okay. We'll just let these ride though. No more bets though until something hits. So here we go. Inside number. There's the 9. Dice. I hit my dice and it rolled, but this will come down and get paid. We can rack 10 and then just leave 10 coming. 8, easy 8 point hit. Come bet will move inside the 8. $12 gets paid 14. Dealer, pull down that place bet. Puck will go off. Now when the puck's off, we can't make a come bet, but the same thing we can make, just do it on the pass line. I find it a little harder to keep track of, but the come and the pass are the same thing. Just happens to be the puck is off. So we have 3 units up here, 1 down here. We have 2 at risk. All right, same shooter coming out. And there's that 7. So unfortunately, we lose 3 up here and win 1 down on the pass line. But in this case, we would essentially restart our strategy. But let me check real quick. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 75 plus a bunch of 1s. We definitely made some profit for that shooter. Let me pull another $10 up front here. So $60 in the front rack. And it's actually the same shooter because it's come out 7. But we won't go on the pass. We'll just wait for a point to be established this time. So here we go. Another come out 7. 4 the hard way. 4 hard. All right, let's go ahead and throw that 25 back in. Get $1 change. Set up $12 each. And $10 coming. Here we go. 6, easy 6. Come bet will travel inside the 6. 12 will pay 14. We don't need that place bet. Dealer, pull me down. And we can rack that up, leaving 10 coming. All right, here we go. 3 craps. That's no fun when we got a come bet. Well, we've got some money back here. We can rebet it. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. And we can make another come bet, our 4th bet. 6 easy. This will just get paid off and on, so we can just rack that. 4 bets working for us. 3 at risk. There's a 9. This travels to the 9. Now we have 4 bets, but we really only have 3 at risk because we have collected ones. So we can leave these bets up here. We don't have to pull down the 8. We're okay. But we can't make any more bets until one of these wins. So let's roll 6 through 10. There's the 6. So this will come down and get paid. Now in this case, we don't want to come through the come because we'd have a hole in the 6. We always want the 6 and 8 working for us if we can. So in this situation, we just go ahead and place bet it. Again, we have 4 numbers, only 3 at risk because we've collected. And we roll with these numbers. All right, here we go. There's the 9. So the 9 will come down and get paid. We can rack that and leave this bet in the come for our 4th bet. Here we go. 2 craps. That's no good in the come. We have the money back here. We just rebet it. And there's the 7. So these 3 units lose. We win 1 back there. So only 2 at risk. And again, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 60 for that shooter. We exactly broke even. All right, $60 and a front rack. New shooter. Let's see what happens this time. 10, easy 10. All right, so we have exact change. So let's throw in 24 to the dealer. Let's get set up here. $10 coming. And here we go. Quick 7, that's no good. We're going to lose a unit. Why? Because we lose 2, but we win back 1. Puck will go off. We're going to have a new shooter. So let's make sure we got $60 up front. 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's get the new shooter, establish a point, and go from there. Point is 9. Throw in 25. Dealer, give me a 6 and 8. Get a $1 change. We'll make a $10 come bet. And here we go. 9 point hit. Come bet travels to the 9. Puck will go off. Now, these bets are off, so we really only have 1 unit at risk. We can't make a come bet, so we'll make a pass line bet because the puck is off. So here we go. 5, new point's going to be 5. Now we've got 4 bets. And for this shooter, we haven't won anything. So we have 4 at risk, which, we only want 3 units at risk. So we're going to have to pull down a number, pull down the number furthest away from the point. That will be pulling down the 8. So we'll place it in the combat. So now we only have 2 at risk. All right, here we go. And there's the 7. So we're going to lose these 3 bets, and the last come gets paid. So we lost a little bit there. No more than 3 units though, because we've got 36 here, or 38. So let's pull aside 40, 50, 60, and go at it again. All right, we're going to have a new shooter. Coming out, here we go. 9 is going to be our point. So we throw in 25. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. And we will make a $10 come bet. And here we go. Oh, quick 7, brutal. All right, 2 units down. Last come gets paid. Puck will go off. All right, let's pull $60 up front, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60 to our front rack. New shooter. We need a good long roll here. Some numbers working for us. 8 the hard way, 8 hard. Again, throw in 25. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. The dollar change. Oh, I pulled too many. Hopefully that's right. $10 coming. And here we go. All right, 5. Come bet travels to the 5. We'll make another come bet. Here we go. 6, easy 6. There we go. We got a win finally. 12 will pay 14. I need some more ones here. Actually, I'm going to pay out 15 for 1. Make it easy instead of 14 and pull my bet down. So we can rack this and make a new come bet. 4 bets working for us, just 2 at risk. Yo 11. Immediate win in the come. And 7. Just when I thought we were getting there. So these will lose. Last come gets paid. Puck goes off. All right, let's pull 60 to the front. 20, 30, 40, 50. That time we lost like $5. No big deal. All right, new shooter. One of these times, we're going to have a good roll. Just got to have some faith here. All right, 8. 8's our point. We'll throw in 25. Make sure I do it right this time. Dealer, give me 6 and 8. And we're going to do $10 coming. Here we go. That's no good. The come bet. Going to repeat it. 4, easy 4. Travels to the 4. We can make one more come bet. And 7. Just dice aren't going our way. Doesn't matter how conservative the strategy, right? So last come gets paid. But we definitely lost 3 units there. So we got 25, 26 left. So we lost about $30. All right, so let's go 10, 20. I'm going to pull 30, 40, 55. Let's pull some ones here. 60. For front rack. All right, come on. This will probably be our last roll. Let's make it work. Otherwise, we're just going to show a losing strategy. And it's one of my favorites too, but hey, I only roll these once. It is what it is. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat things. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. All right, $12, 6 and 8, and $10 coming. Here we go. 8, easy 8. Good starts. Come on, move inside. 12 gets paid 14. I'm going to pay out 15 for 1. Dealer, pull my place bet down. Let's go ahead and rack that. Leave $10 in the come. And here we go. 5. Come bet travels to the 5. Now we can make another come bet. 8, easy 8. Just going to get paid off and on. All right, now we're starting to move in a positive direction. 10. So travel to the 10. We've got 4 units, but because we've won one, we only have 3 at risk. So we'll just work with those 4 bets. 6, easy 6. That's a place bet. So 12, we get paid 15 for 1. Now we don't want to pull this down and come through the come because we want the 6 and 8 always covered. So we'll just leave that place bet right there. We need one of these other numbers to roll. All right, here we go. 10 the hard way, that'll work. So 10 comes down, gets paid. We can rack that, leave 10 coming. There's a 9. Travels to the 9, 4 bets. We only have 3 at risk because remember we've won some. So there's our max 4 bets. We'll just let it go. 6, easy 6. Again, 12 is going to pay 15 for 1. Now we got to start looking at our rack. I think we're getting there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Hey, we're there. So for the shooter, the money's back, $10 profit. These bets are working up here. We've got $10 to work with to use in odds. We're going to start from the inside out. So let's do $10 odds on our 8. Yes, it's a gamble. We've only got locked in $10, but hey, maybe we can repeat some numbers. Keep this roll going. There's a 9. So 9 will come down, get paid, so we can stay in the come, and then we can use this $10, put it as odds on our 5. Here we go. 3 corrects. And we're going to have to dig in here a little bit, or we can pull it off on odds, kind of either way you want to do. We'll just make a new $10 come bet. Here we go. 6 the hard way, 6 hard. Come inside the 6, 12 will get paid 15 for 1. Pull that bet down. And then $10 coming. And I'm not sure where we're at because we pulled some out. I think we're back to normal. So no odds on the 6 yet. And here we go. 8, easy 8. It's going to get paid off and on. 12 for the odds, 10 for the flat. So we can leave 10 coming, add 10 in odds on the 6, and rack another 12. So we got all the bets working here with odds. And unfortunately though, there's the 7. So these great bets come down and we only win $10 coming. But we made some profit on that shooter. Was it enough to overcome the other ones? I don't know, let's count it up. 150, 75, 200, 225, 250, 255, 260, 265, a little bit short, 270, 275, down $25. I'd say not too bad. This is how today's strategy graphs out in dicer.io. Let's go ahead and compare it against another very conservative strategy, one of my standards, the hedgehog, and see what that looks like. And actually the hedgehog, although super conservative, ended up losing about half its money, and Heavy's Heat Seeker, just lost that $25 or so. Let's go ahead and run this with a random number generated 10 shooters and see what happens. Looks like this time they're both going to be profitable. Both did very well. The Hedgehog winning a little over 500 and Heavy's Heat Seeker close to 450. So not bad for both of them. Let's go ahead and give it one more try.
Looks like Hedgehog has the lead. Oh, here comes Heavy's Heat Seeker roaring back and ended up a little bit, about $50, where the Hedgehog this time ended down a little over $50. So again, like all strategies, it depends on how the dice roll.